hurt, certainly wants to wish you all the best. But terrific stuff, very emotional down here, Eddie, as you can imagine. Matty Knight's leaving the arena for the last time.
Thanks very much, Tony Jones and Barry Young, an old teammate, and Kevin Morris, an old Tiger himself, coming over to congratulate, well, one of the great from Punt Road in Matthew Knights. But let's not forget that the Bombers have hung on tonight. They've gritted it out to win by a point, and they can reload now, and the Bombers can set sail for September, because halfway through that last quarter it looked like it could have been all over for them.
Indeed it could, Eddie, and they found a bit. They probably won't take a lot out. As Matty Knights runs a lap of honour, and that's a nice way to go out. I mean, the win behind him would have been the icing on the cake. Goes over and thanks the Richmond coaching staff, of course, who've played a big role in his footy career this season. Obviously made some tough calls on him, but it's character-building stuff, and he should just savour this.
Yeah, it's a wonderful thing these days in football. Once upon a time, all footballers were supposed to remain stoic right throughout their career, but now we're getting a little bit of emotion into it, and we saw last year when Gary Hocking took 3 hours to do his last lap.
But Essendon has stayed out for him, Ed, and the Essendon fans showing their appreciation of a great career
right
as well.
There, Kane Pettifer, talk about emotion in footy, a young kid who in his second year is farewelling one of the Richmond greats, and you can never say it doesn't touch players in a way that perhaps we don't appreciate at times.
And the Bombers move over to the boundary line here, and Kevin Sheedy, who understands the history of the game and the emotion of the game and just how hard it is to play 279 games.
That is fantastic.
Takes his Bombers over, and congratulations to the Essendon Football Club and Kevin Sheedy for the tribute they pay to a great man in Matthew Knights. That's what football's all about. He's still got the blood pouring from his head after being opened up by an Essendon knee, and they say congratulations to him. Well done to Matthew Knights as he does his lap of honour.
Good photo with the last jumper with the blood dripping down the Richmond sash. Doom. There's a bit of romance about that.
There's his mum, gives him a kiss, and, well, that's the way you want to go off, don't you? You'd love to have the 4 points, but over with his wife and his son and family. A bit of claret from the head for the last time, as you said. You'll hang up that jumper with a bit of red on it. And, well, a wonderful experience for a bloke who deserves it. A captain of the club between 1997 and 2000, best and fairest in 1990 and 1992, runner-up in 95 and 98, All-Australian in 1998, 279 games after making his debut in 1988, and 141 career goals. Matthew Knights says goodbye to this Coliseum that is the MCG and the Tiger Army. Thanks for the memories, number 33. And they've been plenty, and they've been fantastic.
Begs the question too, Ed. He played very well tonight.
He did. He did have a very good night. He had an influence on this game early in the piece. Probably kept them in it as, well, the Richmond supporters, yeah, love them or hate them, but they're nice to have on your side. They make as much noise as anyone. Dermot, tell us the story from a possession point of view, because he had a fair bit of it.
Yeah, well, he had 11 kicks, 10 handballs, so he's come home with 21 disposals in his swan song there, 6 marks, and he also took the ball inside his forward 50 on 3 occasions. He had a fantastic evening.
No doubt about that. A 1-point victory to the Bombers, but the night will be remembered for Matthew Knights, his farewell performance. He went out a champion tonight, no doubt about that. The Tigers almost pinched it, coming from the depths of despair in season 2002. And even at half-time, they looked absolutely shot to pieces, 23 points down. Hit the front by 3 points at three-quarter time, but they couldn't hold off the Bombers, who won by 1 point. For the record, there have been 4 one-point results this season. What a season it's been. And the final accolade to a champion to be cheered from the arena.
To the crowd.
'88, he turned up at Punt Road, and Tony Jewell couldn't believe this young, skinny boy from Mildura.
And he sits comfortably, I reckon, in modern-day midfielders, and that's a very nice send-off. The Richmond faithful have hung around in big numbers, and he was a quality player at every level. I think that's the thing that struck me about him. He'd go into state footy and be just as comfortable as he was playing in the home and away stuff. He had some serious skills, Derm, and his vision was probably, you can't measure vision, but he saw it unfold as well as anyone.
Farewell, Matthew Knights. You've done your club and your family proud. We'll take a break. We'll come back and talk to the Bombers about their hang-tough win by 1 point over the Tigers at the MCG, 7-12-54 to 7-11-53. It had everything.
Bowden onto his left foot, spears it into the pocket, looking for and finding Andrew Cracker. High kick towards half forward, numbers there for both sides. Things starting to go Richmond's way.
G'day, I'm Mark Dragicevic and welcome to this week's